Hello horse friends, and welcome back to The Imperfect Equestrian. JJ and I are about to go out for another ride. Why don't you join us?
I kinda adore you, but don't get too proud. You're like my favorite snack, I won't say it out loud. I won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not. But hey, you're the best kind of way that I got.
We're out for a ride and we're going around the block today, a little bit different. I'm heading up towards my neighbours, going to go down the back lane. Good girl, JJ. No Shetlands in there now, just sheep. Thank you very much. Nice driver, slowed down for us. Walk on, walk on. She spotted that there's some sheep in the field where the Shetlands used to be now. Weren't there before, so she's like, oh, that's new. Good girl. Come walk on, come on. Good girl, good girl. We're heading down the road part first, and then we're going to go down the back lane. I have to admit to you that I have actually already filmed this video once earlier in the week, and it was a bit of a disaster because which you can hear something, it's just a car from behind. I didn't press to record properly, so you didn't get to see the video we recorded. Thank you. Walk on. And we had a really good ride that day. It was sunny light today and no wind, and she did really well. Didn't stop as much as she's just been stopping for all the cars. She just let them all pass her. So I think maybe she's a bit tired today. It's been a warm day. But yeah, I've checked. I have hit record this time, so you will be joining us properly on the ride. Ooh, thought I heard something. Just a black bag. Go on. Good girl. So I've had a really odd week because we've had the new van broke, and it didn't break down as far as the engine or anything else. What happened was the water that does the cooling system for the engine kept going very low. Oh, good girl. Good girl. And there seemed to be a slight leak in it, but after a couple of days, it seemed that as fast as you put water into it, it was literally coming out the bottom at the same speed. So there was obviously no way I could go to work with the van like that because it wouldn't be safe for the engine. So we had to get the recovery people to come and pick it up and take it to our garage to be fixed. So they did diagnose it that it was the water pump, and although that sounds pretty simple, because I believe the water system's a pretty simple system, unfortunately it's behind a lot of stuff. So I think it was like a 4.5 or 5 hour job to get everything out, and because it's connected to some other parts like the timing belt, that all got changed at the same time. So it was a much bigger job than we initially thought it was going to be, and the van was actually out for the whole week because obviously it was a bit of an unannounced arrival at the garage, and he didn't have time to do it straight away, so we had to wait. He knew he was going to try and get it done as quick as he could for us. Good girl. Because he knows we use it for work and we need it back as soon as possible, but obviously he still has other jobs that have been booked in, so it's difficult for him to help us out and get it in. But he managed to get it done before the weekend, and we got back to work okay, so that was good. I did manage to get some dogs come to the house, and I got some dogs managed to move to a couple of empty days I had, but I didn't have many empty days. Some cars coming up. That one didn't really slow down, but I did say thank you anyway. So it all worked out well in the end, and because of that, thank you. The dogs that couldn't come home and that I had to either move to other days or wait till their next groom, we had a bit more time at home this week than I normally planned. So I got to have a ride on JJ in the middle of the week. We got to go do some dog walks because Pete was home quite a lot this week as well. Didn't have too much sharpening at the start of the week, and we actually had booked off a couple of days for his birthday anyway, midweek. So we already had time booked off, so yeah, I had like an extended holiday this week that I wasn't expecting. Obviously I did do some dogs, but not a full week. And on his birthday, or for his birthday, we did some fishing. I don't fish personally myself, but I go and sit with him at our friend's lake and that was good. I did some filming of their sheep for them, took one of the cameras, that was good. Little lambs going on, that's nice. Haven't quite given them the video yet, haven't finished editing it. And I don't know what else. We had planned to go out to a Chinese, but Pete didn't feel like it by the time the evening came round, so I went and fetched a Chinese, and it was a little bit disappointing, if I may say. It's a Chinese that we love to go to. We go there a lot, and we usually either eat in there or take away, and if it's a special occasion like this, usually we eat in. So like I said, we had planned to, but we took away instead, and it shouldn't usually make a difference as to whether you take away, go near the edge, good girl, or whether you eat in. And unfortunately on this occasion some of the food wasn't as good as normal, but it was really strange. Like the barbecue sauce didn't taste like barbecue sauce at all. It was more like gravy, so there was some big differences, because I have like duck fried rice and barbecue sauce, things like that, and so obviously I like a little bit of sweetness in any food I have, and that's the sweetness in that dish, and it was just like putting gravy on it, so it was really plain. And Pete had a couple of things with his dishes that were a little bit not quite as nice as normal, so we were disappointed this time. I don't know if something was going on there, or if they had a different chef, or I don't know, but it's put us off a little bit for going back for the short term. I'm sure we will go back there, but we'll wait a little bit and see. We've just come up to the end now. The other day there were some little lambs in here, so I don't know if there will be or not, but we turn off on this bit, and this is where we go down the back road, so we'll have a look in a minute. Good girl, JJ. Good girl. You're doing it very well, my love. She's walking forward a little bit better now. She was having a bit of a look around when we first set off. I don't see any lambs in this bit. They may have been moved on. No, all the lambs have gone. Let's go around. Good girl. She did better with the dog barking at the door then, because the other day it ran out and she had a tiny little jump. So well done, JJ. Good girl, walk on. Got lots of gnats in my face then. Still very overgrown, this back road. We were told that they were going to be doing a car rally down this road this weekend, but I don't think that's going to happen because nobody's prepared this road. You'll see as we go down, there's lots of lumps and bumps in it, and still all the bushes are overgrown, so you'd never get a car down here at the minute. Yeah, so it's like a cross-country rally for cars. I don't think they're proper race cars, but they're not quite normal cars either. And they came around the other day. They quite often do rallies around this area, but usually down the main road, and they said, well, we're going down the back road this time. So but look how close it is to JJ as we go past. You know, I said to them, oh, that's great, because you'll be going down and cutting back some of the bushes, good girl, and filling in some of the holes, because there's been some big holes come in the floor where it's got wet and stuff. And he just looked at me like he had no idea that it was that bad behind here, and I think I probably alerted them. Someone probably came around and had a look, and they thought, oh, that's way too much work for us to do. It's really overgrown. They did have a tractor rally come down here a few years ago, and the tractor people did come down and cut it all back, but they don't need to worry quite so much about any bumps and lumps and holes with being a tractor, because they're quite built for that. But the rally cars, not so much. So we'll have to see. I'm sure they'll go around the road route, because they've got no time left now to prepare it. I think it's tonight it's actually meant to be happening. Hello, sheepies. There's some more sheepies in the field there. Ooh, JJ just heard them. Duck under the tree. So this weekend I'm also going to, hi sheepies, the Horsemanship West Wales ladies, to go see them for a meeting. And I think we're going to be trying to do some balancing on saddles on barrels, just for a fun exercise to do together. And I'm sure we'll have plenty of cake and coffee and the usual things, so I will film that all for you and see how the ladies are doing, and you'll enjoy that, I'm sure. so lucky to have this back lane section here. I know it's only a short piece, but it's just nice to have somewhere a little bit off the road, and it's not so good to come down when it's really wet because it can be quite slippy, and obviously with the overgrown bushes it's not that nice to come down with that part. But the rest of the time, you know, at least it's off road and a little bit away from any traffic, and when we get to the other end it's really quite close to the house, so I only have a short little bit to get home again. Then after that, it's not a long ride, this, not at all, but it's just a little bit fun. She's actually starting to speed up a little bit going back. She knows we're going back homewards now, and also past where like Comanche is and things like that. Ooh. So just keep my eye that she doesn't break off into too much of a trot. If she does, I'll have to just turn her into one of the gateways. But the only thing if she does trot off is sometimes she's not looking too much at the floor, and I will point it out as we go past. There are some big holes that she could slide down, because if you can see on the floor on the left, probably not so much now, but there's like a bit of a stony track, and that's where all the water flows down. Here's one of the big holes now, if you can see just down on the left there. And basically it just wears away where the water goes down. Whoop. So it wouldn't be good to just slip a hoof down there. Wouldn't hurt her too much, but just unbalance her. And with me on as well, we could end up in a bit of trouble. Oop, nearly. Good girl, steady. She had a little slip down one end, but not all the way down, just a little. Good girl. I do think it's grown even more since last time I came down. My stirrups are getting a little bit pulled back by a bit. Oh, here we go. Trot, trot, trot. Oh, JJ. Trouble is I have to bend a little bit forward to go with the branches that are coming down. But don't worry, we'll have some sort of turning before we get to the road here. And here's one. There we go. Ooh, turned her into a bush a bit. Ooh. I'll just check I've got everything, my phone and everything. Yeah, all still present and correct. It's only in my pocket, so you never know when it bounces. So, see, she's not that desperate to go, she's just happy to eat. It's just she gets a little bit enclosed and she knows we're getting near the end and she gets a bit excited there. Silly girl. Right, let's carry on. Good girl. We might see if we can use some of that energy in a more organised fashion in a minute, and we'll have a little trot up the road section towards home. This is the spooky corner, but we're not going around it, we're just going home, so it should be fine. Right, see if we can get that energy going. There it is. And we could do a rising trot now because we mean to do a trot, and we don't have any bushes in the way. Good girl, JJ. Good girl. So you can see the end of the road ahead. It's not far to go from there. There's our goats in the field. Oh, I don't know if you saw them, and they're running up now. Hi, goats. She's seen them too. We don't have far to go to get home from there. It's just a nice little ride. It's 1.1 miles just to keep a little bit of exercise in. It's not very far at all, but safe to do in an evening when there's not too much daylight left, and a lot of it's off-road. Good girl, JJ. That was really good for her. She trotted quite far before she stopped then. You can see from the long shadows that although it's still nice and bright outside, the sun is starting to get lower on the horizon, so it's just about the right time to go out and come back again. Do you want a bit of grass, JJ? We've had a lovely ride. Well, we're back and JJ's having a little bit of a munch before she goes back in the stable. She's locked up from the field tonight with Comanche, so they've only got hay in there, so she's just getting a few last mouthfuls of grass before she goes in. I do hope you enjoyed such a short ride, but a lovely little route round our block. So see you again next time. Bye.